Hello, my name is Staff Sergeant Powers. I'm an instructor at MCS, and in this video we are going to demonstrate how to properly utilize a fiber loopback on the CV-HTU to troubleshoot your MRC-142 system. This loopback can be used to check the operation of all the equipment in transit case 3 as well as your fiber cable connected in the back. As it is bidirectional, you can also verify the system from the CV-HTU all the way to the distant ends. But for now, we are going to concentrate on the fiber side. Before you begin, you first want to verify that your entire system is powered on correctly and that all your components have the correct settings in place. Once that is done, we can now initialize the loopback on the CV-HTU. To do this, first scroll through the main menu until you reach the loopback option. If it is not in main menu, you can use the up arrow to get to the top menu and then move across from there to find the loopback. At this point, you will press enter or the down arrow and then scroll across until you see the fiber loopback option. You can press enter to start the loopback, and at this point the fiber option should disappear and leave you in the loopback screen. To verify that it is in the loopback status, just press the enter or the down arrow on this option and the device will show you on the screen what it is doing. So now we are verifying our TAC 300 right at the SAG-X pod and checking that we have 3 green lights and no red alarm lights. Now, one thing that throws many people off is the fault light that appears on the CV foam when the fiber loopback is initiated on the CV-HTU. The fault is caused by the loopback because the CV-HTU is now no longer the source of timing for this side of the system. To clear this timing fault, we need to make another element into the timing source. What we're going to do is make the CV foam now the timing source for the transit case 3. Now we are going to change the timing source. What we're going to do first is open up the VT100 and either type in clock reference or you can press the arrow keys until you get to the clock reference option. From here you'll press enter and it shows us that it is in fiber interface. From here you can either type in internal or again you can use the left or right arrow keys to scroll through to get you to internal. Once you press enter, it is now in the internal timing mode. Now that the CV foam is our timing source, once it has been selected, it will only take a couple of seconds before the fault light will disappear. And now we can see there are no fault lights on the CV foam, and we still have those 3 green lights as well as no arrow lights on the TAC 300. If everything is good between the fiber cable and the TAC 300, there should be no fault lights and we should see everything good in the system. If you see a fault, then you've just isolated the problem between the fiber cable and the TAC 300. This concludes your video on the fiber loop on the CV-HTU.